Yo, neighbors, Baldylocks Reviews. G.I. Joe Classified Series number 76, Range Viper. Let's get this guy popped open and see what he has in common with Outback. We are getting spoiled. We are getting spoiled with these releases. So we got number 76 Range Viper here. Let's just get right into it. Here is the artwork. We get the render of the Range Viper here. We get his loadout. We get artwork. This is from Oliver Barrett. You guys have got to check out his Instagram. I know I talked about his Jack Nicholson Shining picture that he had up. Check out this Blink-182 picture. I think it's killer. Go check out his Instagram. Follow. He's got some really cool stuff out there. Anyway, they are going for some conformity with the artwork here, and that's why they're using Oliver for most of the artwork this round. We'll take a look at Big Ben later and tell you why I have no idea who he is. But back to Range Viper. You see more of the artwork on the side here. You get the loadout back here. Shows everything that he comes with. An up close of the brain helmet, the Cobra logo. On this side, you get a QR code that does absolutely nothing. I'm not really sure what they're going with here, but that's what you got. And bottom and top, nobody cares about a barcode. Well, maybe you do if you want to scan it at Walmart. Anyway, if you notice, he looks exactly, well, not exactly, but he looks like a great update of the original vintage Range Viper. This is one of the last figures that I bought. I think it was him, version 2, Snow Serpent, and a Rock Viper. And then I'm pretty sure those were the last Joes that I bought as a kid. I was delivering papers on the BMX. Newspapers. I don't know if you guys remember that. Anyway, I went up to this store called Clover. Did you guys have Clover by you? I went up to Clover, and that's where I would get my G.I. Joes, and I remember buying this guy. That's probably why he's in such good condition still. I didn't really play with him. Anyway, let's get this guy open, and we'll compare him to the vintage version, and we'll compare him to Outback. Dude, they are killing it with these designs, man. Look at that. This is so cool and menacing. Right, he's the only blue, like, skull-looking character other than Skeletor. You get his Foot Locker, number 76, logo. All his goodies are in here. Let's get the figure out, then we'll pop this open. Dude, these things are awesome. I feel like a kid again, for sure. The detail is just insane. They do a really nice job now. I mean, look at the brain, putting some paper behind it to get it to focus a little bit better, but look at the sculpt. See if I can get it to focus. There you go. Look at the sculpt on that. The detail is insane. They did a really nice job on this one. I mean, they just keep knocking it out. I think my black t-shirt and my beard are kind of throwing off the focus here. I took his head off just so you can kind of see. I'll take some pictures and add them to the side of the screen here. The detail is just insane. They did a really nice job here. You can see here he's got, there is some reuse. I was trying to see what figure his legs are from. Off the bat, I can't think of who it is, but his torso is Outback. So I don't know if you know that, but that is all Outback. I mean, the entire torso is Outback. It's a nice reuse of Outback. That is his t-shirt, his arms, the gloves, the watch, even the veins in the arms. I mean, the whole thing is Outback. You'll have to forgive me. I took apart Outback here for a custom that I'm working on. You can see that that is Outback all the way down to a T. The web gear obviously adds character, but that is Outback. And now I'm wondering if they share the same neck peg too. Yep, it's the same exact neck peg as well. Neck and peg, I should say. But that is all Outback's torso. Yo, neighbors, I'm interrupting myself. So it was bothering me. It's the next day. A little red. I went to the beach. It was bothering me. So I had to get my Outback that's complete out. The entire figure is Outback. Everything about him is Outback. The only thing that's new is the head and the boots. Those are brand new boots, but everything else is the same. The head is obviously different, but the neck, arms, torso, waist, pants, knees, everything is the same except for the head, the boots, and obviously the web gear. So this just goes to show you again that if you're creative with the paint apps and with the web gear, and just switch out the head and a few pieces, you got a whole new figure. Really well done. I don't think most people will notice, but that entire base is Outback. So technically, this is the third use of the Outback mold, and what better way to use it than for Cobra's version of Outback? I mean, I know repaints bother people, but I mean, this is smart. It's a smart business. They did a really nice job. You can't even tell, but you can. Do you see it now? They're basically twins. Maybe not. That really shows that you can reuse these molds, and if it's creative enough, you can create all new characters. So again, this is all Outback. And it's kind of fitting because the Range Viper is basically Cobra's version of Outback. He's the survivalist. He is the character that kind of replaced the troopers or the infantry. By Series 9, this would be the infantry trooper based on the file card, and they could survive outside in the elements with little to no food. So I think their file card said that Cobra High Command loved these guys because they were so cheap. Now, I remember back in the day, a lot of people thought, hey, is he a robot? Is he like the Bat? No, this is just a mask. I know that they make paintball masks that look like this skull face, but I don't know if there's any real military use of that. I know that in Call of Duty, and there's probably like some soft masks that have the skull look on it that they're maybe used, but I have no idea. Back in 1990 when this was released, it was such a unique design. And one of the reasons why it was a character that I picked up, I was kind of getting out of G.I. Joe at that time. But anyway, you can see I still have a few of the accessories left. Let's take a look at Classified Range Viper's accessories and how they match up. A nice big detailed backpack. Really cool. They went all the way down to even having the hose port that you get on the original. Looks like you can store all the weapons in here again. I imagine that's for the Tommy gun or the grenade launcher. Nice little paint applications right here to kind of modernize it. You get your wearable bullets here, a nice machine gun, sidearm handgun, is a little sword or sai. Pretty sure I have my original. They updated, it's like a grenade launcher. Looks like a Thompson gun, like a Tommy gun. The Viper scarf, small bullets here. It's got this badass axe, which would be really cool in up close combat. I didn't realize I still had the original vintage sai here. But what was cool about this character was that you were able to store the weapons. I know that the gun fits in the backpack, but I don't remember exactly how to do it. And I didn't know when I was a kid that some of the older figures before this basically had the feature to fit some of their accessories on them. But you really start to see it here. And nowadays, they did a really nice job with updating this so that you could fit almost all the weapons on here. So let's get this guy together. Oh, and I wanted to see, is this the Viper? Is this the standard Viper? No, it's not the standard Viper scarf, bandana, whatever you want to call it. It's not quite the same. It's probably Zartan's, and I'm not sure if you can see that, but no, it's not Zartan's. So it looks like we have a new scarf. Smack it right on there. I'm sure that's partially to hide the fact that that is Outback's torso. Maybe, maybe not. The bullets slide right on. Starting to come together. He's got his standard holster here. That mag sticks out a little bit. Sorry, not sure you can see some of this against my beard. Maybe I should wear lighter shirts. Not sure if you noticed the opening here. The gun goes right in here. They're really killing it as far as making it so you can store your figures and have them hold everything. Peg goes right in his backpack. The hose, there's a little hole on the back of the helmet here. This clips right into the bottom of the machine gun here. Pro tip, feed the bullets through the opening first. It'll be a lot easier for you to snap that one at the bottom. There's a little holder here on the side of his belt for the sai. Slides right in. And then his little pickaxe. There is a spot on the right side of the backpack. It slides right on. So again, they really thought of really good engineering here to get everything to fit right on the figure. I mean, this thing is awesome. They really killed it. I do like this gun, but I don't think I'll display him with this gun. It's got to be the Tommy gun, right? It's got to be the grenade launcher. But imagine being out in the woods and having this guy come up on you. Now, I'm assuming that they're not quite the specialists that Outback is, but they are basically Cobra's version of Outback, meant to be out in the elements for long periods of time. They're able to eat off the land, but they are intimidating, man. I'm going to get this guy outside, get some good pictures of him, get him in his breakdance pose, and then up on the Lazy Susan. Now, make sure you're checking your Walmart orders. I hear there's a little fiasco with how these were ordered. They had some sort of system glitch where they zeroed them out, and then if you used PayPal, they canceled your order. So just go double check your orders. I don't think you're going to have a problem getting them. They'll come back into stock at Walmart. Double check Hasbro Pulse for drops. Usually they do drops on Fridays. PulseCon is coming up. They'll probably have some type of restock. Don't worry too much if you're after this guy. You'll probably be able to get him. But what do you think? How do you think he stacks up against the original? Is this a figure you plan to get? There you go. I wanted to get the gun he's more associated with in his hands. So what do you think of this figure? Do you like the update here? Do you like that they carried over that crazy brain design? And what do you think about the reuse of Outback here? I think that it's brilliant. You can't even tell. Again, I give them credit. If you're creative with the reuse of a mold, it's smart. You get some really cool looking figures. Anyway, let's check out his posability in some breakdance poses. Get him up on a Lazy Susan. I'll take him outside and get some pictures and add him in here. And just let me know in the comments. Do you plan to pick him up? What are your thoughts? Thanks a lot for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and go hug somebody. I'll see you around, neighbors. So you can see he hits the breakdance pose with no problem. Oh, and at the beginning, I forgot to point out the Energon here. That's the theme they're going for with some of these characters. Big Ben, Range Viper, the upcoming Tunnel Rat, the Cobra Mole Rats. Big, dark Energon thing. They mention it for the hiss. Whether it actually ties into Transformers or not, they're really pushing that sub-story. It's insane. Again,